Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
And we're back with Madden NFL 2004. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Here we are with Santa and his elves. And last week we gave the Alcatraz lifers a shellacking 73-0.
Yep.
But this week we're up against the Male-Barnyard-Poultry-Type-Birds.
Cox.
And they are 3-1. And they look like they're a fairly decent team.
Yeah, well, they're not a strong defense team in this game, but they are a balanced team, I do believe.
Yeah, well, it looks like one of their stronger areas is running backs.
Yep.
Not so much wide receivers.
Gee, I wonder why one of the strongest areas is running backs. I mean, it seems like everybody has a super strong running back in this league.
Yeah, it looks like they're pretty average at quarterback and wide receivers and offensive line, and they've got pretty good linebackers and DBs by the looks of it. But anyway, here we go. So, hey, I've got a 1-to-1 run per versus pass ratio so far.
Yeah, perfectly balanced.
Yeah. But anyway, here we go. And we are, of course, visiting Atlanta.
See, after the last game, we're going to get shellacked this game because we're going to be all so used to a weaker opponent.
Yeah, we'll be sleeping out there because we didn't have to try very hard to basically run the lifers right out of the ballpark, right?
Well, we'll get to see what a big difference 20 rating points makes.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was expecting the lifers to at least be better than that.
Yeah, well, I guess cupcake teams in Madden 04 are not as good as cupcake teams in Madden 05 are.
Yeah, cupcake literally means cupcake.
Yeah, they put up very little resistance.
But now we got the Cox to contend with.
Yep.
As the crowd continues to file
Well, it looks like they play baseball here in Atlanta, too. Right? You got the baseball diamond in the corner there.
Yeah.
What looks to be a great matchup between two solid teams as the
Yeah, I just kind of designed some of these stadiums at like total random.
Yeah.
Al Michaels and John
And I'm just like, well, they play baseball in Atlanta, right? Let's just throw a baseball thing in there.
The company that defines football.
I have no idea if they actually play baseball in Atlanta because I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, they do. They play baseball in Atlanta. They play baseball in most of the major NFL cities, too. Yeah.
There's not too many like this guy, and we could see him put up big numbers in this one.
The visiting team have some good receivers too, and it's
maybe someday we'll have to do a if we manage to find a baseball franchise type game, we'll have to do a season playthrough of baseball of some sort.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Got to be careful not to get all
That would be a first for me.
You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Yeah, for me too. I haven't actually played a baseball game since the old Accolade days on the Commodore 64, right?
Wow, a long time.
Yeah, and they had this series called Hardball, and it didn't even have like the actual real Major League Baseball teams in it or anything like that. It was pretty funny, actually. The very original Hardball, you could sub in anybody anywhere.
Yep.
So if you wanted to, you could put, say, your catcher in at pitcher.
Yep.
But you know how you have your pitcher in there, and you could select different types of pitches like fastball, curveball,
yeah,
you know, that kind of thing. Well, if you put your catcher in at pitcher, every pitch selection is called fat pitch.
Booming kick downfield.
God.
But they had some pretty goofy pitchers in that game too. Like they had some guys who only threw fastballs.
Yeah.
But they had either regular fastball or fastball with an exclamation point at the end of it.
Yep.
And fastball was like a regular fastball, and fastball with an exclamation point at the end of it was like a really, really fast fastball, right? But the guys who had that kind of fastball, they couldn't throw any, like they didn't throw any breaking pitches at all. And then you had guys like who threw like lots of curveballs and screwballs and that kind of stuff. And they didn't really have much of a fastball. Instead of a fastball, they had something called an off-speed pitch, which I guess is a straight pitch, but it's like a slow fastball.
Yeah.
If there is such a thing, I guess. But anyway, it was kind of a fun game, but it was kind of, you know, like a little bit needed some work, because basically what happened is in those games, basically players, their play was based on what their statistics were.
Yep.
Like, because they had pre-generated statistics for all these players, right?
Yep.
And if that player did not have a certain amount of home runs in their pre-generated statistics, well, then they didn't have enough power to even get the ball out of the infield, right?
Huh.
But on the other hand, if they did have, even if their batting average was low, like around close to 200, if they had any kind of you know, like home run power, I guess you could say, then they'd hit a home run like every third or fourth at bat, right?
Wow.
So yeah, it was kind of, you know, like one of those. It was early days in the computer gaming biz, I guess, and you know, trying to decide what I want to do for my audibles, because I was doing a little bit of work again today.
Okay.
To try and perfect things a little. I guess we're playing. We're playing. Well, I better pause that again. We're playing defense. I thought I kicked off.
Yeah, I'm playing defense.
Yeah, you're playing defense against the Atlanta Male-Barnyard-Poultry-Type-Birds.
Flings it to the outside.
Yeah, don't do that, man. Don't throw those.
Well, you know what? It's funny. They have the good running back, and they come out. Like, the running back is probably the best player on their offense, right?
Yep.
Which may be why they threw that to him. But you know, funny that they'd come out in passing right away.
Dropping back, pressure coming, slings it to the outside.
Well, I guess he can catch passes.
10 yards. The home team.
Yeah, they kind of just dumped it out to him real quick, eh?
Offense can take over and create all kinds of problems for the defense.
So far, 2 passes to the running backs.
Doesn't sound like much, but getting the defense to hesitate for just a split second to make the difference.
You got the wrong player there, or what?
First down.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm fucking up my defense. There.
Ooh,
Wow.
Just helped them out a little bit there. They come out gunning. They're throwing passes, 3 passes in a row.
Yep.
See what he did was he grabbed it and he held on to it and he tried to bring him down with it. Now if he would have just grabbed it and let go, it would have been a 5-yard penalty.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 33-yard line.
All right, let's get control of the right player here.
Atwater breaks the tackle. Now that's a stiff one. 8-yard gain. Second and a deuce. Ball on the 26-yard line. The corners are backing off. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Receives the handoff. Atwater couldn't find an opening, was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was.
That tough against the run zone defense.
Yeah.
The point of attack. He has a fast first step.
Yeah, well, that one guy cut him off quick, and he tried to spin back, and there was a second player, like, right there, eh?
Break free.
Green sets up. Number 83, the motion man. Here's an opening. He's at the foot, powering ahead. Everything they do works on 3rd down.
Now, all of a sudden, they're running a whole bunch, eh?
Yep.
And you keep the defense out in the field, you're having a productive drive.
Well, maybe this is what they do when they get to the other end.
Yeah.
Green gets set, hands it off. Picked up 9 on the play. They'll go from the I formation. Hand it off to the back.
Well, one more run and they're going to be in the end zone.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy either. He just goes
Tell me
right
about
at
it.
the defense to move those chains.
Green sets up against the run. Touchdown.
Damn, I lined everybody up on the line and I still couldn't stop
The
him.
end zone.
Yep.
Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing.
I even pinched the line in and there's just nothing I could do.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point.
Well, at least you did slow them down anyway. You made them take like 4.5 minutes to do this.
The point after is good. So that touchdown was the exclamation point on a drive that covered more than half the field and ate up a lot of time.
And that was a result of great play calling. They were able to get good chunks of yardage, and that moved the chain. Eventually, got them in the end zone.
From the 5. Let's see if they can turn this.
I just couldn't have made that guy.
First and 10. Ball on their own 29. Looks like he's changing the play. Number 37. Gain of about 5.
Okay, well, that wasn't a bad start. Wow, that is a very wide-looking...
A very wide-looking defense.
Yep.
Drops back under pressure. Goes with a short pass to the right side. And it's complete. They don't have to go deep.
I see you've got your screen worked out there.
Well, it works sometimes, right? I mean, it's nothing works all the time. But, yeah, got it kind of working sometimes.
Directing traffic. Jones goes in motion. Hand it off.
No blocking on the corner there.
On that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly, and they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Number 1 sends a man in motion. Looking downfield with the pass.
Well, you managed to motion him over and stop him from getting jammed.
Yeah, well, it's just a little wrinkle here when I line up in this particular formation. If they man-lock and move everybody in. I mean, I guess I might have been able to throw it to this guy, but he looked like he was kind of trailing the coverage guy a bit.
Yep.
But, well, yeah, if you bring a wide receiver in motion over here, then you can throw little curls and crossing routes and things like that.
Back to the game.
Without being jammed, right?
Yep.
Third and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 43. And this is the 5th play of this drive. Calling an audible. Using motion.
Yellow, 74.
Throws it with the adjustment.
Oh, he broke the tackle and made it.
Nice.
Great catch, and that'll move the chains.
Got a break there. Well,
Hand it off to the back. Pickup of about 6 yards.
that's an old favorite there, right? Is I just have the fullback block wide right, and I go back step, sprint, and then I either can take it outside like a stretch, or if I see a little crack, I can take it up the middle, right?
Yep.
And welcome back.
Well, he's not extremely speedy, but he managed to get around the corner there.
Some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
Can't spell either.
Ball on the 37-yard
This hitch out is spelled hidth out.
Probably just getting a little tired from all that play creation.
I guess so, yep. Play creation is tough work. Oh, wow, that guy got through fast.
The linebacker knifes in there and levels the...
Somebody collapsed right through the middle there, I think. Oh no, he came out there. Damn it.
He's just a
Still
really
that-
fast player.
Yeah, that's still that inability to drop back straight, right? Like I went to drop back straight, but sometimes if you don't get even pressure on the D-pad there, you end up,
Now they're looking at second
Yep.
and long.
you know,
after the sack.
like with a little bit of deviation in your drop, right?
Yep.
And that just kind of
Number
gives him
one
an
sets up,
easy.
using motion. Looking downfield with the throw.
Oh, well, I was just taking a shot there.
Ability to get up there for the interception.
He waited.
It was man coverage one-on-one, and
Just stole that pass.
you know, that guy just didn't make much of an effort to go after that ball.
No, he didn't.
Following the interception.
Well,
it's
that's
now
okay.
1st and 10.
Bring the pain.
I'll get out here and see if I can stop the run.
Passing on first down. The pass falls incomplete.
That was
And
almost,
brings up second down.
Yeah, that was almost. I guess they must have ruled it as a forward pass because they didn't lose any yards
Only
on
one
it.
man
But
back. The corners playing off a bit. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Right to him. Clark catches a floater for the first
You
down.
get the double coverage out there, and then they don't play it
They
well.
want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Stay guys. Get in there, line.
Hand it off to the back. Breaks free of the defender. Pickup of about 8. Giving some cushion on the outside.
Get up, line. Set. Tiger up. Navy bull. Snake eye.
Flings it to the outside. He hits his receiver. He picked up just...
Sadly, that's a hard flat.
Yep. Well, it's hard to stop him from getting absolutely nothing on those just because of the way the game is designed, right?
Yep.
You know, like that's about as good of a result as you're usually going to get against that kind of pass. And if it's you know, not a situation where they only need 2 yards, well then you know, that's actually a good result, right?
They tried to run the counter, but the defender did a heck of a job of staying home and getting to the ball very quickly.
Dropping back with the throw. Green put that pass where only his receiver could catch it.
Now, that was a perfect
See,
throw.
they're throwing it
But just
to
enough
the
air
to the
over that
outside
pass
like that for
to
small
lead the
gains,
receiver
and
to
then
that
they're
ball
running,
connection.
right? But I think they're going to have to throw a pass of some sort now.
Drops back, closing in, passing right.
There, you got the hand up and knocked it down.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Yeah.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the
Well,
ball
it was double
and take
coverage,
the
right? You had the safety right there. as well.
They catch as many of those as they fail to catch.
True. All you can do is put your players in the right positions and
There's
hope for
holding.
the best. Yeah, that's probably holding, yep.
Well, I did interfere with that guy, but...
Well, accept the penalty, because I don't want to start from our 8. It'll at least give you a chance they'll kick it again, right? From 10 yards further back.
Here's the punt. And he signals
Okay, that's a bit better result.
yeah, now you'll have a little bit of ability to actually get the ball moving on offense here.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least I don't have to start in the shadow of our own goal line, right?
Calling an audible now. Number 1 sends a man in motion. Under pressure, throws it, and it's caught.
That was pretty close coverage for a linebacker.
That's the same fast linebacker that sacked you that last time.
Oh, yeah?
I think he's an exceptional player. Like, he's a star on the team.
Uh-huh.
Because none of the other linebackers are that fast. If you were to run that to the other side, you'd have no problem. But that guy is really, really fast for a linebacker.
I see. Well. Whoops.
Man in motion.
Damn it.
Number 1.
Motion the wrong guy.
I motioned the wrong way.
A little over 4 to go. Ball on their own 33. Looks like he's calling an audible. Gets the pass off.
Wow, where'd that guy come from?
Here's what you do.
He was hiding out there.
Yep.
That was a lineman. Right? They dropped the lineman back in a spy.
The old lineman spy.
Yeah, those sneaky bastards. Boy, oh boy.
Using motion.
There. Oh, okay.
Dropping back. Looking downfield. Throwing.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I guess if you got to throw it like 10 yards in the air, or 15 yards in the air, it's going to arc over the line at least.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do, but the thing is, though, he didn't run the pattern right. But the motion is different on that side than it is on the other side, even though I built the formation out of the same thing, right?
Oh.
The line drive.
Oh.
Well,
That's too bad.
didn't quite manage to stop it before it went into the end zone, but
And this one comes back out to the 20. So they have 1st and 10 here. The corners playing off a bit. Man in motion.
Give it all you got, D. Come on.
Hand it off. Picks up 5.
Well, if they're going to line up like that, I'm going to line up in this.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. The backs are lined up in an I.
They got enough. Drop back. Drop. Get the ball, man.
Hands it off. Atwater did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up
yeah, I
runs
found
like
in this
that
game
first
that,
down,
like, when I was
they'll have
playing
to
a
make
little
some
bit of defense,
adjustments to slow this
it's
guy
not
down.
always a bad thing to shift and pressure from the tight end side, right?
On the outside.
Because usually your outside linebacker's wide enough that if the tight end goes out in the pattern, he's not going to bump into him.
He's taken down.
And if he leaves him in the block on a pass, at least it's one less player you have to cover, right? But it will help with the run.
The corners are backing off.
Stay out. Hold on. Back off
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Oh, he's going to swim forward there.
Yeah.
Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. The corners playing off a bit.
That all you got? Eagle left.
Slings it to the outside. Great pass. Didn't get much. 2nd and 10.
See, I think until they stop running so much, it helps to match strength against strength, right?
Well, to be fair, most teams don't run this much.
Yeah.
Drops back. Gets the pass off.
Oh!
He has it. What a
That's
great
okay. He still didn't get too far, right?
That was the only way
Still
that he was
throwing
gonna catch
sideways
that
to the
ball.
flats, and if you
That
can
was a
limit
heck
them
of
to
a
3 or
play by
4
the
yards when they do that,
He might have got
That's-
far enough to make this first down a sure
Figure
thing,
this
just
one
about,
out. They
though.
just back
Yeah.
up their corners and safeties, even though the
I would try and
probability
guess
are
which
on
way
you.
they're going to run and play it that way, right?
On the ground.
'Cause there you go.
Picks
You
up
got
that
the stop.
on that carry.
Yep.
You know, I think if these guys are going to come out and they're looking like they're going to run 25 times or so, or 30 times, then it's worth playing defending, like going out and defending the run.
Here's the punt. Fair catch.
Well, I don't think I can return that at all.
No,
did the
not
right
with
thing.
2
Concentrated
guys standing
and caught the
shoulder
ball.
to shoulder looking for you there.
First and 10. Handed it off to the back. Number 37. Couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Looking for a receiver.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Picked off.
What was that?
I think that was man
I
coverage.
think everyone else
It was just
thinking the
well
same thing.
disguised.
We don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Like they had guys coming from so wide that I had to stand there and wait, though, right?
Yep.
Like I couldn't just throw this early like I usually do, because I could have thrown it right now and that guy would have been open, but look at how wide that guy's coming, right?
Yep.
He would have just turned around and tackled him before he could get turned around and running. Which is why I didn't bother to, why I waited a bit.
Yep.
He kicks a line drive, and he signals for the fair catch.
All right, that took a nice bounce.
I'll say. I see that incompetence still exists in this game.
Yeah, they can't reach down and touch the ball once it's stopped.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, that was a 65-yard plus punt.
33, the motion man. And he's tackled at the 15-yard line.
See, it's not as bad when they have single back with 3 wide receivers, because then they don't have as many blockers. But I'd say when you get a 2-back situation like this, yeah, just do like that.
Oh,
Room to run. They caught the defense out of position.
And this defense is susceptible to that kind of thing. They're very aggressive, and the counter's designed to take advantage of that. You get them all going in one direction, then you cut back against the grain.
Sam, stay home. They got nothing. We'll see.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing short to his left. And the catch
Oh, that's
is
okay. Our
made.
linebacker's
Miller
still there.
continues to be a
Yeah.
reliable
Well, like I
target.
said,
This is
you
third
get 2
catch
yards
of
on
the
a pass
game.
like that, I mean, that's okay, right?
They line up in the I formation.
That means that they can't go there continuously. They'll have to try and do something else.
Pressure, throwing. Great pass. 8-yard gain. 3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on their own 34.
Take him out. Give it all you got, D. Come on. Ain't got nothing. Set.
Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. He should have been stopped short, but he was able to power his way for a first down.
Yeah, and you could put that one on the defense.
Yeah, well, it took them 3 plays to make 10 yards there. Right? They got 2 yards, and then they got 7 yards, and then they got another 2 yards.
Yep.
So at least you're slowing them down, right?
The home team using motion. A lot of room to work with.
That's a big one. Yeah, accept that.
Nice. We needed that. We needed a break.
They're moving in the wrong direction.
A play like that will just kill a coach. You're trying to put a drive together.
Well, see now, 1st and 20, you got some options now.
Well, that option is going to be playing the nickel defense.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye right. Eagle left. Snake eye.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Green sets up, using motion. Going to the air on 1st down. Throwing.
Well, if they want to throw a pass for 2 yards on 1st and 20, I guess that's okay.
Yo, they've been doing that a lot, right? Just the flats, the flats, the flats.
Yeah, they throw a lot of those swing passes, that's for sure.
And I play a flat pass, or flat zones, every play, and, you know, they just keep throwing it there anyways.
Thought that was about to be picked off, John.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either.
Well, now all you need to do is make them throw a short pass. Because they aren't going to be able to do much here.
Number 86, the motion man. Dropping back. Pressure coming. It's the pass off. On the run. They couldn't get past the sticks, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, that's one play that drives me crazy when I see it. Does a receiver not realize...
Well, I gave up that one early score,
down?
but then I've held them off ever since.
Yeah. Well, I think what happened was that they realized that they could run to your weak side. And once you started defending that, like at least putting as many guys on that side as they were, it kind of, helped to slow them down a little, right?
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 26.
But yeah, you don't usually have to play them that way. Because they don't usually make that much of an effort to run the ball. These guys must have really tough corners because, man, oh man, they've been just giving me grief all day.
Well, they're not cupcake corners, that's for sure.
Drops back, closing in. It's rid of it. This one
and then he dropped it.
So he can't bring it in.
Wow, I can't get a break.
One of the most important keys to success.
Yeah, that was uncontested too.
Yeah, that was an uncontested pass that was just dropped.
When you're the quarterback,
that's just wrong.
Receivers are dropping passes that should be catching.
All right, well, here we go.
Taylor, the man in motion. Dropping back with the throw.
Catch it! He dropped it.
Yep, you did hit him with it.
Yeah, he was open. He just dropped it.
Giving the quarterback a good target. He just couldn't get it under control.
Receivers who can't catch.
Unable to get anything going.
See, that was a good, like a very good, well-run play up until, like, because look at this. I caught them with a flat zone down there too, right?
Yep.
And, like I fit the ball right between the two defenders. Right? He just didn't, that guy just didn't catch it.
Yeah, he just didn't hold on to it.
Back to the field.
And that's rough.
A line drive.
Oh,
He gets under this
he
one
almost
and
lost
has a lot of room to
control of that.
Yeah.
Good return.
That was almost a fumble.
He's going to need to do better because he could take the next one all the way.
So they have first and 10.
Well, maybe we'll get an interception
Ball
or
on their
something
own
if he keeps
42.
throwing those flat passes over and over.
Get at him, D.
I don't know. Those seem like it seems like his approach to the passing game is very cautious.
Closing in on a 100
You know,
yard
like
rush.
they throw a lot of those halfback swings, and you know, you don't tend to get a lot of interceptions on those passes in this game because you can't get a guy out to the flat fast enough to get it, right?
Oh, we could get Santa
Corners
Claus
are
out
giving a
there.
bit of a cushion.
Yeah, maybe. If you can, but the thing is, usually when you get an interception, it's because they're trying to throw across that flat zone downfield,
Right there, but he just couldn't get that
and you
pass under
happen to
control.
have a
I don't know
defender
what happened there.
migrating into that
Quarterback did his
area,
job
right?
Delivering a catchable ball, he just couldn't come up with it.
Blow it up. Come on.
And here's what they've been able to do so far on third down.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Tosses it out to the right.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Santa Claus break you over his knee.
Yep.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the punt.
I see the non-blocking is still a thing.
Yep.
That was a smart thing to do with the
Still some non-blocking going on out there.
So they have first.
So,
and 10
how would you say these guys compare to the lifers so far?
Well, you know what?
Looks
Their
like he's
defense
changing the play.
appears to be pretty
Number
tough.
25 moves in motion. Pressure. Throws it.
Although that being said, they were helped out by a couple of drop passes at critical times too,
And
right?
with good
Yep.
reason. You talk about accuracy, hitting spots, and leading receivers. He can do it all, and he makes it look so easy too. I really like watching him play out there.
Directing traffic. Looking upfield. And he picks up just enough for the first.
Wow, we got a first down.
Yeah, and it was your fullback who got it.
Yep, look
Here.
at that, hey?
Third string halfback.
It's first and
Well, he
10.
must have some run
Ball on
power,
their
I
own
guess.
24.
Better
Well,
than having a wide receiver in there anyways.
Well, he had enough to get there.
Going to the air on first down. Goes with a short pass to the right.
You just
side.
outran that defensive end.
Yep.
And it'll be second
Well, we
and
got a
less
little
than
bit of
2.
blocking out there
That
too,
pass
right?
decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got second and short, you can call just about anything.
So you got
So-
those guys running
If you don't
delay
get it on
routes
this
now
play, you
instead,
always
eh?
go back
Yeah,
out
because
there
I couldn't
third,
get them
and
to
you still
block
only need a
properly,
yard
right?
for the first down.
So needed to do something.
Yeah, and if
Try
they're
and-
just standing there ready to block,
Yeah.
Using motion. Pressure coming. He goes to the left side. This pass is incomplete.
that's
Could
too
be
bad.
time for all those.
What happened there? I thought I saw him running without anybody covering him, right?
Oh, cover 4.
Oh, okay. They dropped that corner off.
And we go back to the game. Third and maybe 2. Ball on their own 33. He sees something in the defense. The visiting team using motion.
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Wrong side.
Apparently, okay, never mind that.
The visiting
You
team
lined up in a
call
reverse
timeout.
formation?
Yeah, I think I accidentally lined up in a reversed formation or
Might try
something.
to get this one through the air.
Oh, wait a second, what are they doing here?
And we go back to the game.
Okay, well, I guess we'll give it a try.
Bust this grill, D. Comes the heat. Bring it back.
Still picks up.
Well, you made it.
They're calling Stewart still. Which is, yeah, I don't know why, but apparently they're calling him still.
Weird.
Yeah.
Throwing on first down. And this pass is completed.
Took a long time to turn around and run with that, Taylor.
And that's his fourth
Wow.
catch of the
Oh,
afternoon.
good gain on first down, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, that's bad. You should be able to, like, take off a little sooner than that after catching the passes.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 41. He sees something in the defense. Drops back, closing in, gets the pass off, the 50, and he goes out of bounds at the 46. That's 3 times on this drive.
Once in a while, they'll give one of those up, but you don't see that happening like, 20 times a game like you do in Madden 05, right?
Probably be playing a soft zone cover.
And that's because I don't see there. They're showing me the look,
Yep.
An audible now.
so I can do this.
They'll pass on first down. Throwing, and the catch is made.
See, I wonder if it's one of those things where it's because it's like the 2-minute drive offense type of thing, they're going to give that to you now?
I don't
Because they're
know.
just trying not to give up anything long?
But you see how they moved the linebacker out there now?
Yep.
Okay, well, you don't throw that pass if they have that linebacker out there.
Under pressure, he's looking with the throw. Great pass. Again and again, it's another first down.
Yeah, and this offense has really impressed me on this drive. They've been moving the ball very methodically, and they're getting closer and closer to the end zone.
And again, they move that linebacker.
The visiting team.
And this time, since I have time, I'm going to have the tight end block too.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure with the pass. Thrown behind, but caught. Good pass to the fullback on that play, John.
And I don't have a lot of time, and I think I've already spent a couple of timeouts here, right?
He can hurt you in the passing game too.
Okay, well, maybe what we'll do is,
Call a timeout.
well, we'll call a timeout.
Number 1 stops the clock with that timeout. And
Right,
so the
one more
kicker ready
play?
to come out onto the field and try to
I don't know.
through the uprights before halftime.
We'll see. The trick is, though, I have to get a stoppage in play. So this is a gamble, right? I have to get out of bounds or in the end zone, one or the other.
Throwing. Off the ball, he makes the catch.
Oh, and I didn't make it.
Nope.
So it's second and goal.
So we're going to run out of time, and we're not going to get any points.
Oh,
But that's the gamble, right? I could have kicked the field goal, I guess.
We'll go back to the
Well,
play
shall we
on the
take
field.
that break
Sure,
that
we'll
refreshes?
take that break that refreshes.
All right. And we're back.
Yes, and at least we get to return the kickoff in the second half.
So
And I
let's
guess
pick up the action.
I didn't manage the clock very well there. We could have gotten 3 if I'd have decided to take the time, like spend the time out. And I also had to take a time out in that drive because I accidentally lined up in a reversed formation that would have been a broken play.
Loses one tackle. Look at that power.
Well, that's okay. Oh, holding.
Yeah.
Holding.
Well, at least it wasn't so bad. At least we still start outside our 20.
Lame.
But, yeah, I mean, on that last drive there, if I'd have been on the ball a little bit more, we would have at least gotten some points out of it.
Ball on their own 23. Looks like he's calling an audible. Man in motion. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. On the money.
There, you see that? I don't know how, but they managed to jam the wide receiver. He completely disappeared in the pattern there, right? I couldn't even find him.
Well, that's okay. You had your guy out in the flat there.
Yeah.
Looking for a receiver.
Oh,
They got
man.
pressure that time, and the
They're just
quarterback
all
pays
over
with
me
right.
all the time.
Creating pressure can really change the way an offense operates. They need to keep some extra blockers in, either a tight end on the line or a back that can help
We
them out
definitely
with
need to
protection.
draft
It's
some
second down
offensive
and 10 to
linemen
go.
in the
Ball on
off
their own
season.
37.
We need some guys who can actually block.
Dropping back, throws it.
Oh, jeez.
That
Yeah,
short
see, that's
pass
the problem
incomplete,
with
brings up
playing
third.
this way, right? I mean, it's hard to get the blocks, but like what happens is these guys play very passively. Like,
Yep.
they sort of form up like this, but they don't actually do anything until the pass is completed, right?
Yeah.
Whereas at least if you have them blocking already, they may not necessarily do things that make sense,
And we're back.
But they protect against the flat zone.
but they will protect the flat zone, right? Somewhat. Oh well, I guess we'll try a pass here and then we'll kick it away.
Using motion. Rid of it, and it's caught.
Oh, yeah, well, you know what?
That was your tight end's fault there. He blocked him into you.
7
Yeah.
catches thus far.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get a first down on that pass anyway. That was just a check down because they dropped the corner off, right?
Number 7 will come into this game to punt. Davis back to return.
So all I was really trying to do there was just not lose any yards.
Yep.
He kicks a line drive, and he chooses not to return this one.
Oh, look at that. We got a good
So the
bounce.
punt
Nice.
goes out of bounds. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 3. This one is handed off.
All right.
Couldn't find any room.
That
on
was
that
me.
They really
Yep.
hustle
That
on the
never
defensive
happens
side
in
of
this
the ball.
game.
They're very good at clogging up the line.
Well, kind of figured
limiting
they'd be
the number
looking
of
to
balls and
run the ball
cutback
this
lanes
close
that
to
the
their own
back has
goal
to
line,
choose
right?
from.
So,
Giving some cushion on the outside.
Get in there. Target out. Set.
The home team using motion.
oh, you almost got a sack
That
there.
one hit him in the hands, but it just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good
Well,
play
now they
call
got
on
the
that
goal
one.
line
Everything
D out
happened
there. Don't
just
put
as
the
it's
goal
brought
line
up.
D out. Just if they want to, if you give them a run of 5 or 6 yards if you have to. Just don't let them get like a 97-yard run.
Yep.
We'll get the call again. And he's tackled.
Well,
at
there we
the
go.
6-yard
Yeah.
line. 2, maybe 3 yards on the ground for the fullback. Mossling is back to punt. Here's the catch. And he signals for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk
Well,
a fumble.
I think we gained a
Smart
couple
move
of
there by
yards
the
on that
return.
exchange.
I think so. If you
So
can
they
keep
have
pressing
1st and
forward the
10.
way you have been, then you might be able to pick up a score here.
Yeah, maybe.
Set.
Number 1 sees something in the defense. Number 37. 4-yard pickup there by the fullback.
He was just headed toward the outside there, and I could not do anything to change it.
Well, that's okay, though. 4-yard gain, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Okay. What are we doing here? We're playing 46? Is that
We're
what
playing.
we're
It's
doing?
time to throw the long bomb to Jones.
Taylor in motion. He surveys the field, looking for the deep pass down the right side. This pass is incomplete.
I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to throw it to the guy going down the middle.
It's 3rd down now.
And for some reason, I could not get that guy. I couldn't get the right button press there.
Ah, well, it happens to the best of us.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. Man in motion.
Oh, crap.
Drops back, closing in, looking for a receiver with the throw.
They moved a bunch of guys over, right? As soon as I did that, I should have just left them in the backfield because I was happy with the way that looked to start with, eh?
Oh, well.
And then they moved 2 extra players over to that side, and then I was screwed. Because that play's designed to go to that side.
For the punt. This one is shallow and short. He's waving for the fair catch.
Well, he actually got his fair catch that time.
Yep.
Cover team to force a fair catch.
They'll go from the I formation.
That all you got? Set. Get in there.
They give it to halfback. Tackle at the 12-yard line. Atwater continues to assert
I kind of
himself
half
in the
overran
running
the
game.
play there, but I guess it all worked out.
Yeah.
Giving some cushion on the outside.
Come on, D up.
Under pressure, gets the pass off.
Whoa, wow.
Somebody get a hold of that. Jesus.
Not to be picked off, John.
Yeah, the
I thought he
defender
was
in a
going to
perfect
catch it.
position to come up with a big play. He just
'Cause
left
that would have
his
been
hands
pretty
over on the
annoying.
sideline.
The corner's playing off a bit.
Get in there.
You haven't had much luck getting pressure on him today either.
Bust this grill, D. You got him.
Throws over to his right. This one falls incomplete. Hales was right there to break that play up.
And that's just the kind of play they've come to expect from him. He always seems
Yeah,
to
that's
make the
Mr.
big
Grumpy.
play
Yep.
just when they need him to.
Well, he was in the right place at the right time that time.
Mosley
And he was
is
grumpy
looking for a
towards
good
that ball.
punt here. Here's the punt.
Nope.
And he waves for the fair catch.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
Oh, dear.
See, we got such great punt blocking against that Cupcake team. And now we can't seem to get any.
Well, I guess we have to remember that we are a cupcake team too, right?
He hands it off. Pulls him over.
Well, at least I was able to run over the corner and pick up a couple.
Yeah, you actually got a good decent gain out of that.
Second and
Yeah.
6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Directing traffic. Using motion.
That's you. Come on, partner. Get at him.
Dropping back. Pressure. Throwing. And he makes the grab.
Yeah.
Good job of bringing
Tried
the
stiff-arming him there, but I guess I did it a little early.
Turns things
Yep,
up 2 or
and
3
he just went
notches,
underneath
but it
you.
really
And what the
counts.
hell was going
That's
on with
the
that
kind of thing
football?
you love to see as
I don't
a
know.
coach.
It was kind of
Guys
spinning
who have
around
that
there, eh?
second and third
Yep.
gear.
Set. Stay after him.
Still. Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense has great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Take him out. Set.
Using motion. Pressure coming. Throws it.
Yeah!
That's another little wrinkle I added into the screen game, right? That's one of the pluses, actually, of having these guys do the 3-second delay and then get open thing, is now they're eligible receivers that you can actually give route audibles to, right?
Yep.
So what I did was I just gave this guy a hot route curl, and then I moved him in a little bit so they couldn't jam him. And when that linebacker came blitzing there and left a big hole there, I just lobbed it over the line, and it almost got knocked down again. But I managed to get it to him.
Back to the game.
Wow. Sandman 99 runs a successful offensive play. Don't see that very often.
Just need a few more.
Yeah. Because I'm having to pull all of the tricks that I know out of the book
Looks like
in
he's
order to
calling
be
an
able to
audible.
do anything here, right?
Going to the air on first down. He hits his receiver. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Bring that plane, baby.
Number 1. See something in the defense.
Well, that linebacker on that side is leaning outside a long ways, so I think I'm going to stick with this one here.
Hands it off to the fullback. About a 2-yard gain by the fullback.
Oh, they didn't give it to you.
No, they didn't. Ooh.
Collins. Good job getting past the sticks on that run.
Well, we managed to get the first down, and we're a little bit closer.
Yep.
It's first.
Yeah, who would have thought this would have ended up such a
7 yards
defensive
to the goal
game?
line.
Yeah, well, maybe these guys are a strong defense team, though, right?
Looks
They
like
don't
he's
have the
changing
look of it on the
play.
stat sheet.
Bring the plane. Red, 58.
This one is handed
Uh-oh.
off. Clears the defender. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
Hey, you still got closer.
Huh. Yeah, a tiny bit. Oh, yeah, they're going to split the
Number
difference
1,
on
see
me
something
here,
in the
eh?
defense.
Well,
Number 37, Mayberry breaks the play up in the backfield. He just didn't have anywhere to run.
You can tell this defense is getting fired up out there. They shut that one down before it even got started.
So now we have 3rd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. The home team come out in a nickel package. Man in motion. Dropping back, closing in for the end zone.
Oh, you dropped it.
oh,
Well, that guy is our 3rd string tight end.
What happened to them?
oh, drops a touchdown pass. Wow. I hope that missed opportunity to get 3 in the first half isn't going to cost us this game.
Comes
Wow.
out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time.
Because that would be really crappy.
And it's on its way through the uprights.
I'll just have
and
faith.
good. The
Well, I
visiting
can't
team
believe that.
find
He
themselves
you know,
right
in the
back
end zone, he
Now it's up
drops
to
a
the
pass.
defense to
Wow.
hold them.
That was terrible. I had to work hard for that, too. Look how many plays I had to run just from their 40-yard line.
Yep.
This is insane.
And he got all of
Well,
that.
it's not like they're having any better success on their side.
They'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. No return on that kickoff, and they'll get ready to start the drive at the 20. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Looking to run it here. Just won't go down. So he got the carry and makes his way toward the 100-yard mark on the ground. So we have 1st and 10 here.
Sideline to sideline.
Atwater. He can't wrap him up. A 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback.
They do have a strong running back, I'll say that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's that fast, but he's a strong runner, right?
Only one man back.
Here comes the heat.
Atwater. About a 2-yard gain here.
3rd and 3.
They line up in the I formation. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
Well, these guys definitely have been like 4 yards in a cloud of dust, that's for sure.
You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Oh, couldn't catch it in the double coverage.
There's just
Well, thank God for that. We backed everybody off.
Yeah.
He still threw that.
Yeah, I don't know. We already saw in the first half what happens if you hang a ball out there near a defender, though, right?
Here's the kick.
Well, either they intercept it or the receiver catches it.
To return this one.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. Number 1, directing traffic. Throws it. He hits his receiver.
Well, he caught that one.
Yep, and that was barely a tackle.
Really gunned in
Yeah.
there. The receiver did a nice job of just hanging on to it.
That's more of that short passing game, right? Like I flood the hell out of that side of the field and then try and hit one of those guys just running a short curl over there, right?
Looks like he's calling
This
an
is an
audible.
odd looking coverage. I think I'm just going to run it up the middle.
This one is handed off.
Oh.
They'll mark it at the 27.
Because I didn't like the way that looked.
I think that was that linebacker again.
Yeah,
That superstar.
yeah. That guy's been a pain in the ass all day. What is this now? 46 Bear.
Come out on the 46.
Yep.
Man in motion. With the pass,
Knocked it down.
the pass will bring up 4th down.
Damn lineman.
Yep, those knockdowns at the defensive line are still a real thorn in my side.
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out.
That's the trouble, though, right? If you take a deep drop, they'll loop around the outside and sack you. And if you take a short drop,
From the 23.
then
And he's
they
forced
jump up
out
and
of
knock the
bounds
passes down,
at
right?
the 30-yard line. The teams are set for the 4th quarter of play. They'll go from the I formation. The corners are backing off.
Bring the pace. They got nothing.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. Great.
Ah,
Atwater is doing a good job this afternoon, contributing his 4th
Punt.
catch of the game.
punt.
They're punting? No, they can't be.
Second and about 1.
No, I didn't think they were punting.
They line
Looks
up
like
in the
they
I
were
formation. The
disguising
whole
their
team
play
using
call.
motion.
I don't know. That's weird.
I think that was just a bug.
Yeah, probably.
Throwing. Strong move.
Ah,
That catch
Well,
was
you
his
managed to
4th.
wall
The
him off
quarterback
and
likes to
stop
go
him.
to him more and more as the game moves along. Only one man in the backfield. Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here. Using motion. Throws it. Incomplete.
Hot potato.
He
Yep,
couldn't
hot
bring that
potato.
pass in.
hot potato tight end route where he magically runs 4 steps down the field and then he immediately knows the ball's coming and he breaks off his streak route
Or whatever the hell that
or
was.
whatever the hell that
Fires it
was.
again for the
It could have been a
8th
curl
time.
for all you know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. Usually even a curl looks a certain way, right? When it is run correctly.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage.
I mean,
close
you know,
in
you
for
could break
big
off a
end.
curl route early. It just would look like a lot like a streak.
I guess so, hey?
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 29. Man in motion.
I mean, I take advantage of that kind of thing to a limited degree when I give players, like, draw to design
He dropped it.
streak routes.
No receiver's perfect, so you'll even see the best ones drop a few. But the key word is a few.
See, when I do manage to beat their coverage, the receiver drops the ball.
Well, you do have 20 completions this game, at least. You're completing more than 2/3 of your passes.
I know, but
It's just you're dropping them at vital times.
yeah.
Man in motion. Pressure. Looking for a receiver. Throws it. A lot of space in front of him. And he's ridden out at the 48. That powerful arm brings them a first down this time.
Yeah, you talk
Well.
about putting some heat on your throws. This guy really let it go.
Because I had that play action corner thing going there.
Yep, and you hit him in the hands.
And
with it.
I hit him in the hands with it, and that would have been a nice gain, right? But he couldn't hang on to it.
It's just a cupcake player factor, man.
Yeah.
Looking to run it here.
I've actually had rather more than normal number of drop passes in this game so far.
Yeah, and it's funny, too, because a lot of them have been uncontested drops.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe, you know, no matter what you do, you just have, your team has good days and bad days.
Man in motion. Pressure coming.
Oh, come on!
John, it looks
Jeez.
like it's going to be a
Press the
turnover.
wrong button.
That's the thing.
No, that looked like a pass interference, maybe, because you see this? That's not the guy covering him. That's the safety running into him and spoiling the route, right?
Yep.
And welcome back.
Wow. Unbelievable. Everything that can go wrong today is.
Ball at about midfield. Fifth play of this drive. Using motion.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get that off.
But you did.
But I did.
He wasn't satisfied with just making the catch on that play.
This play was about pure speed.
Yeah, that was actually pretty nice too. I haven't run this before in a game, right? But basically, I motion this guy over here and then have him run like a sort of like a slant underneath the deep guys.
Yep.
But I almost didn't have enough time to get that off. But I wanted that halfback to block, even though he didn't actually block anybody.
Well, isn't his awareness rating like 34?
I don't know.
I think that halfback is dumber than a sack of bricks.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Directing traffic.
it has been a very frustrating game so far. For me, anyway.
Tucks it away. About a 3-yard gain for the fullback.
We've had some decent, okay success running the ball, it seems. It just seems like everything that can go wrong in the passing game has.
Yep.
Oh, look at these guys' season average. No wonder they're playing us so hard. I don't think they're a strong D team. They're just a really defensive team, period.
Yeah, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Dropping back. Looking for a receiver. Gets the pass.
Oh, no way.
Oh.
Okay.
They just
Wow.
dodged a bullet on that one. Now they have to do a better job of hanging on the ball because they might not be
Yeah,
so
they need to
lucky
have
next
do a
time.
better job of hanging on to the ball. For sure.
Yeah, we need the jar of stick-em out there.
Down conversions.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Throwing.
He got it.
Okay. No drop pass, no knock down at the line.
No
Wow.
fumble.
You're in a hole here
No
on third
fumble.
down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Eighth play of this drive. Changing the play now. Gets the call.
That's a face mask.
It's a big one, too. Gives
Wow.
us 1st and goal at the 1. Yay. Well, after all the things that have gone wrong in this game, it's nice that we get a break like that.
It's 1st and goal. Ball 1 inch out.
1 inch? You mean 1 yard, Al?
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Well, I don't know.
Calling an audible now. Roll back off. Number 25. Couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense
Well, you didn't
is
lose
always
anything.
very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
He'll keep it.
Oh, I can't believe I can't get in on a sneak. Really? Really? Wow. That is absolutely unbelievable.
You did get closer, though.
Did I get closer? I don't know. This is absolutely insane how hard this is.
It's a sneak. Touchdown.
There you go.
Visiting team. The visiting team call a timeout.
Oh, you accidentally called a timeout.
That's okay. I was just ramming the accelerate button on and off, trying to get a little bit of power to surge ahead, right?
Yep.
The kicker lines up for the point after.
Well, you've got to commend these guys' defense.
Oh yeah, like I've said before, though. I mean, you know what? The last game, yesterday's game, was kind of
Anytime you can keep
a
the
silly
defense on the field
wash
for that many
because
plays
the
and
team
keep
we were
the
playing
chains
was so
moving,
bad,
you're
right?
doing something right. Not only do you put points on the board,
But
you also wear down that
for the most
defense.
part, in my opinion, Madden 04 plays a far better defensive game than Madden 05 does.
Not to return this one.
In spite of Madden 05's press clippings, right?
Kick in the end zone.
Because in Madden 04, like I said, you've seen it right here. And I mean, yeah, I've had a few bad breaks, but also they've had an answer for a lot of things that I've tried too, right? You know, it's hard playing offense in this game.
Sends a man in motion. It's the toss to the right. About a 1 yard.
Yeah, those wide runs never work. They've never worked, and they never will work.
Yeah.
Not in any Madden. Not even Madden 03, and everything works in Madden 03. Except that.
Yeah.
Corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Under pressure, throws it. Hits him in stride.
Just outran his man coverage guy.
For that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money.
Well, they haven't passed very much in this game so far, right?
It's 1st and 10. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Again with the carry. Loses one tackle. Misses the
Wow, there's like 4 broken tackles on that run.
And a juke.
Heck of a job of running with some
I couldn't believe it.
That power allowed him to get a first down.
Take him out. Fire out.
pressure. Gets the pass off. Pass ball's incomplete. No catch on that pass play.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
It's tense here in Atlanta.
Backing off. The home team using motion.
Bulldog under. Give it all you got, D. Come on.
Hand it off to the back.
And he runs again. Yep, running to the weak side, right?
No, and then we face mask him.
Yep. I think you can't give up on playing the run in this one.
Appears to be at the 5.
I mean, they came out with like 3 wide receivers stacked on one side.
Yeah, I know.
Start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
I think you got to watch which side they play the tight end on and play to that side. I think because they'll run to your weak side of your defense and just punch holes through it.
Running to the left side.
Even with the pancake block, those don't work so well.
No, well, he picked up 5 yards, though. I guess that was okay.
It's second down and 5 to go.
Let's go. Come on. Get in there. We'll see.
Only one man in the backfield. Good execution there, John.
The blockers sold it, and the back did the rest.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure coming. Rosen.
Oh, that was a chance to end the game right
Yeah, he
there.
had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
Oh, man. Like, I think we desperately need a takeaway here.
They're within striking distance here.
Ain't got nothing.
Closing in. Throwing.
Almost there, too. Although that one wasn't as good a chance as the previous one.
Here comes the heat. Will got back. Come on.
Dropping back. Under pressure.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you force him to kick the field goal anyway. It's too bad you didn't get that interception there.
Twice.
Yeah.
Had 2 chances at it.
Big kick here to tie it up. And it's on its way. The field goal attempt is good.
I'm kind of wishing I had kicked that field goal in the first half now.
Gosling in to kick this one off.
Right? If I had have just spent that time out and then kicked the field goal, then
From the
this would be a
8-yard
bit
line.
different game now, maybe.
The passing game is really working for them. We saw that on their last possession as they worked their way down the field for a touchdown. And let's see if they can do it again here.
Set.
Using motion. Gets rid of it, and he hits his target.
There you go.
Wallace beat the coverage on that pass.
Well, it gives us a
Soft hands
start,
like that are hard to
right?
find. This guy looks like he's a keeper.
5 yards to go. Ball on their own 33.
All you got. Give it all you got. Here comes the heat. Set. Fire up. We'll see. Hit him low. We got nothing.
Gets the pass off.
Come on,
Way
block that
backfield by
guy.
Davis.
Don't be so passive. God. Terrible.
Set.
Using motion.
You got it. You know what? Here comes the heat. All right. They got nothing.
Pressure. Surveying the field.
Oh, this game's over now.
Big opening. He just barely got it off, and he paid for it.
Hey, the defense was
I thought
sitting
I
in
was
the
gonna
zone
get it
watching
over
the
that guy,
quarterback
right?
eye. They saw where he was looking, and he didn't see them watching, and boom, he threw it right into that zone coverage.
So after the interception, now it's 1st and 10.
Whoa. Get at him, D. Set.
Pressure coming with the pass, and he makes the grab. Number 86 came up with the timely reception.
The quarterback will keep going to that guy if he keeps making catches like that.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Off, DB. Hit him low. Bust his drill, D.
Throws it. He was there, got his hands
Well, that was a
on it,
mess.
but just couldn't
Yeah, I
make
wonder
the
why
catch.
they're throwing
Well,
at
the
this
quarterback
point
did his
anyways.
job, and
Man,
he
if I had the ball right now, I'd just
You're
run the
gonna have
ball
some
3
explaining
times
to
and
do
kick
in
a
the
field
huddle.
goal,
The
because
defense is gonna
the
have
way
to
that my
make sure
defense
they
has
don't
been
let them
playing,
pick up
I
the
would just
first
let
if they
them
want
finish
their
the
team
game
to get
for
one
me,
last
right?
shot. It should be a run.
Because
so
every
they
time
better
they
get
go to
ready
the
stop
air,
it.
they're taking a chance, right?
Atwater breaks free.
And when they can run like that, I mean, just make a commitment to run the ball 3 times, and then if you have to kick a field goal, you kick a field goal, right?
For a first down.
So it's 1st and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line. Gets the ball. They only needed a few, but that play.
You're going to have to spend a timeout now, or they're going to run like a whole bunch of time off the clock.
There's a lot less field to protect, so the defense can afford to play more aggressively. You just got to be sure that you maintain your gap assignments, so no misdirection plays or plays to the outside get by you.
So it's 2nd and goal.
We lost the game, I think, though, because as soon as I threw that interception, the game was over.
Tosses it left. They'll go with a run once again.
Oh, well, I guess I get a timeout to work with.
What happened here? This is a bruising run. He gets it, and boom, he pounds his way in for the score.
I can't believe we beat two all Madden teams back-to-back, and then we can't beat these guys. Wow.
Well, they've only allowed 12 points a game.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are apparently a crazy defense, even though they're not a strong defense team. I think coaching has a lot to do with it, too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
From the 9. The 30. Ready now for the first play of the drive, and the defense will be looking for another pick. Swift moves in motion.
Uh-oh.
He hits his receiver.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of downs.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down.
Jesus Christ, they keep running that guy out to the flat all the time.
Almost ended up as an interception.
Okay,
maybe
well.
he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into it.
Let's get back to the play on the field. Directing traffic.
Can't find the handle here now.
Man in motion.
Come on, throw the ball.
Gets the pass off.
Yeah!
A lot of room to work.
Oh, he's just not fast enough.
That's okay.
With that completion, giving him over 250 yards passing.
Where am I here? Here I am. No, not that. I think I've already got it over here, yeah.
Back to the field. Using motion. Dropping back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, you know.
Wow.
Big time catch in the end zone, John. Boy, how did he break free?
I think they just
Now
lost
I
by
really
one.
wish I'd kicked that field goal in the first half, right?
Rely on them the next time they get down there near the goal line.
See, what I was doing there is I just put a 4 wide receiver set out, so that I could have all the speed that I needed
This makes for a
Yeah.
better
in order
game,
to
I think.
in order
The
to make
strategy
that
of the
work,
game
right?
comes into play here more.
And boy, speed did you have throwing it to Swift?
Booming kick downfield. He downs it in the end zone. No return this time, and the offense heads out into the field, taking over at the 20.
I think this play might decide what they're going to do the rest of the drive. If it's a good gain, they might try to get the field goal. If it's a short run or an incomplete pass, they might just play it safe the next 2 downs and try and get into overtime.
Atlanta will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts left. Hand off to the tailback.
When you have a guy who can carry the ball for over 100 yards a game, you have half of what you need on offense to get to the Super Bowl.
Well,
About 4 to go. Ball on their own 26. Atwater in the backfield. Man in motion. He tucks it away. The home team.
oh, they called a timeout with 2 seconds left, eh? Okay. Well, I guess you just have to make sure they can't score a touchdown on this play.
Quarterback is
Yeah,
back
I'll
in the
say.
shotgun. He, the motion man. Pass play here on first down. Looking for a receiver. Launches it deep to the left.
Well, I guess we're going to overtime.
Yeah.
Overtime. Wow. Hope we win the toss because who won the toss? We won the toss. You want to receive?
Yeah.
I think we want to receive.
Yeah, there hasn't been any win today anyways.
No. Well, and I think that if we give them a chance, like if we get a chance to score first, even if it's just a field goal, we can win the game still
Lines up.
before they have a chance to get the ball back.
Good distance. From the 7-yard line. The visiting
See, the way I
team
scored
will start
touchdowns
with
on kickoff returns is I head, like once I get into the middle of the field there, I look at which way I can go, and then I head for the sideline, right?
Just a great
That's
game
how
to
most
this point.
kickoff returns for
Lead ahead
touchdowns
in the
go.
fifth period.
Yeah.
Even in real life.
Taylor comes in motion. Number 37.
Boy, they're not giving up much on the ground, are they?
So it's 2nd and 10. Swift, the man in motion. Looking for a receiver.
He dropped
Pass
it.
was incomplete. Down of coming after that incomplete pass.
Man.
Not only did he drop it, it hit him in the chest.
Can't believe this crap. Wow.
Number 1. Get set. Changing the play now. Dropping back. Throws it
Oh, they're playing that stupid zone again.
John, that went right off the defender's finger.
Right?
I'll tell
Yep.
you, he did almost
God
everything
damn.
right on that one. He was able to read the
I
quarterback's
forgot
eye,
about that. I
got
should
himself in
have
good position to
called the
make
play where I
interception.
sent that guy up
Got
the
to him,
sideline deep.
bounced off his hand.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. He kicks a line drive.
Oh, well, that's a
And so the
break.
punt
Yeah, he
goes
couldn't
out
field
of
it.
bounds. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 16. Hand off to the tailback. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. Only one man in the backfield, giving some cushion on the outside.
94.
Number 86 in motion. Hand it off. 4, maybe 5 on the draw play.
Well, look at that. They're not disguising their intentions at all, that's for sure.
Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 23. Tosses it out to the left. Style.
That's me.
Yeah. Well, you're going to make them kick it back anyway.
Unable to get anything going on that series, but have to punt it away.
Well, and as usual, we're not going to be able to return this. We
Yeah,
did
but
gain
we've got-
yardage, though.
Yeah, we got a lot better starting field position now than we did.
By the returner.
Number 1 sets up. Looks like he's calling an audible.
Right, I forgot now. We don't have the same audibles, right?
Going to the air on first down. Throws it.
Well, at least he caught it that time.
Good catch by
That's a
the
good way to
receiver
think
on
of it.
that play.
Yeah.
He made sure he was in the clear, moved into position, and made the catch.
I may want to switch my audibles back again, though, now. Okay. Now over here on the left, we need... Yeah, let's try that.
Looking for deep right.
Well, no, I was hoping to find something that had that pattern there. I guess we'll go with that.
And we go back to the game. It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. He sees something in the defense. They give it to the halfback. 1 yard gain by the running back. The visiting team using motion. Under pressure. He's looking with the throw.
Nice.
Break stride.
Watch it here. This is a great call.
Yeah, I managed to find him over the middle that
They
time,
were in
hey?
a tough spot here. This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up.
I'm just
that first
trying to
down.
test different things here because they keep sending that safety down into the flat. And I keep hoping I can catch him for a big gain by throwing it where he used to be, right?
Yep.
But it's a dangerous proposition throwing the ball downfield against these guys anyway.
He gets the carry.
Well, especially with the way they've been playing,
For
yeah.
the fullback.
Yep.
Eight defenders in the box on this one.
Oh, they got... okay.
He'll get it again. The defender brings him down at the 28. Gain of a couple on that carry. They need 6.
Oh, cool.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Set. Tackle. We'll see. Hit him low.
Hale comes in motion. Dropping back, pressure, throwing short to the right side.
Come on!
Well, that gives us a field goal opportunity here anyway.
That it does.
There and try and knock it out of you. This time he does a great job of absorbing the hit and still making the catch.
So it all comes down to the kicker. This could win the game.
I hope I got that one good and straight enough.
The kick is up.
Yes.
The kick sails.
Oh, we win in overtime, 20-17. And the moral of the story here, folks, is when you have a chance to kick the field goal, always kick the field goal. We almost lost that game, and it was totally my fault.
Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. You did good.
Wow. Always, always, always kick the field goal. Okay?
Yeah, but you bailed us out, too.
I know, but I went against my own personal philosophy there because I was trying to press for a touchdown. And that's all well and good if you can get it into the end zone, but if you get tackled and you can't go out of bounds and you don't get the touchdown, well, you know, with no timeouts left, that was just a bad call. I should never have done that.
Well, you still, though. You came back in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and you kept us in.
I should have kicked the field goal.
You gave us this opportunity.
Yeah, I know, but I also set it up to make it a lot harder than it needed to be, too. Look at that. I threw for 300 yards, but I also threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah, they didn't turn the ball over all game.
No, well, look at that, though. They ran for 174 yards, and they only threw for 99 yards, right?
Yep.
These guys were literally a 4 yards in a cloud of dust, like, all game long, right? They never gave up on it.
Yeah, well, that was one of the hardest games we played ever.
Yeah. But look at that. See, that in one interception we lost points on, right? Because I was in the red zone and I threw that interception.
Yep.
And then that one I threw in our own end that cost us a touchdown. Well, like those were huge mistakes, right? But anyway.
Look at that. They managed to eat up 30 minutes of clock.
Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, look at that. The 174 yards on the ground, like they were tearing it up down there. So I had a very average passer rating today, even though I threw for 307 yards and completed 65% of my passes, but I ended up throwing the ball 49 times because these guys actually were pretty stout against the run, right? You know, like, look at that, averaging 1.5, 2.5, 1.5, half a yard per carry. Like, I couldn't run the ball against these guys, right?
Yeah, they never even stacked the Levelin man in the box.
And I still ran the ball to running backs 24 times in this game, right? It's just that I couldn't get anything going on the ground. I had a long run of 6 yards. But anyway, here we go. So our halfback was a star. Our backup halfback was a star receiver today. Yeah. So anyway, I did get a touchdown pass, but we had only 4 drops considering the number of passes that I threw.
I think some of those didn't get counted, though. Like, there were a couple where you hit the guy in the chest and it didn't count as a drop.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes, especially on a curl, if you, like, ideally you're supposed to time that pass so that you throw it just as the receiver's starting to turn around. But in this game, I've noticed you have to wait until the receiver turns around and plants his feet, and then you just try and drill it into his body. Because if you try and throw it, like, on time like that, like I just described, it usually will hit them, but they're not ready to catch it when it gets there, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed when I was in play creation mode. I kind of ended up solving that by throwing it and then taking control of the player and mashing the goddamn catch button.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a defense game today. Rec V5X on defense was the star, I think.
There's a nickelback.
In spite of all of the gaffes and miscues that I committed today, you still managed to keep us in this game.
I mean, I did give up a touchdown right off the bat.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't a bad one to give up, though, right? It took them a long time, and you just had to make some adjustments, right?
Yeah, and boy, did they run the ball a lot.
Yeah, they did. I mean, on that first drive, though, they kept, you kept lining up like you were going to try and pass rush, and they kept running to your weak side all the time. And once you made that adjustment, right, where you were, like shifting so that you were matching strength with strength, well, then they didn't have nearly as much success on the ground, right? But anyway, here we go. So this guy didn't do so well at passing either. He only completed 48% of his passes, 13 of 27. But they did run the ball a whopping 41 times.
And they had mad success at it.
And they had great success at it. Like, look at the rushing averages, right? This guy here didn't do so well. But
he's a rookie.
Yeah, but their running backs did a great job. That guy broke 15 tackles. However, you did a good job of containing them, even though they had success. But the thing that surprises me the most, and you don't see this ever in Madden 05, or like rarer than male barnyard poultry type birds' teeth.
Cock.
Right? Like where you have a team that actually has the patience on offense to run the ball 40-some times, and the longest run they get is 15 yards. Like usually, like what I'm used to seeing in Madden 05 is if they can't tear off a big run, like a 30 or 40-yard run, at some point they just give up on it, right?
Yep.
Whereas these guys were satisfied to get the 4 yards, the 5-yard, 6-yard.
Well,
runs,
they kept picking up first downs doing it,
and
too.
they kept picking up and more than often than not, you were making them take 3 plays to get a first down, but they hung in there and they kept doing it, right? And they almost beat us doing that. Like I would say that was a very good strategy, and they stuck to it, and they played very well.
Yeah, imagine if these guys were actually a smash mouth team.
Yeah, and
we would have lost.
and they played very strongly on defense too, right?
Yeah, the only guy who dropped passes was that rookie tight end.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He also, I think, was asked to break off routes a little early a couple of times, and took a big hit a couple of times when he was trying to catch it too. But anyway, on defense, well, this guy was all over the place, that strong safety.
Yeah, that linebacker there was your problem.
On the bright side, they only sacked me once. But yeah, through interceptions, 2 interceptions, 1 to each corner, I guess. Had a lot of passes knocked down as well. Yeah.
What a rare game this was.
Oh, it was amazing. I thought for sure we were going to lose, right? Wow. It's just that I finally figured out what to do, right? I figured, okay, we need as many speed players on the team on the field as possible, and just try and stretch the field, because I noticed, I was paying attention, they were playing a lot of flats. Like a lot.
All the time.
Yeah. But anyway, we are victorious. But
we persevered.
But there you go, kids. Kick that field goal. Anyway, until next time.
I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.